The full house looks like that old power pistol with 2 running backs on the dial-back left side.
We've only seen this a couple of times this year. We'll set that for you in a moment as the hard count may have drawn them off sides. Rangers may get a free one. First play of the night is the pass right side caught by Watson for a good 14 yards. Reagan Watson, who had a tremendous night last week against Vernon, over 200 yards receiving. On the pass from Ventura, gets 14 yards for starters here tonight. Rangers have, I tell you what, do you know, Ken, did Bushland have their quarterback back last week?
I was thinking that he was still out, the one that the Rangers had to face.
You know, that makes such a big difference, but to take Bushland to double overtime, even though they lost it, pretty impressive in that 63-62 shootout. This time, rolling to pass. Schofield back, and he'll be sacked for a big loss. In there to make the drop for the Perryton Rangers is Matthew Harrison. Looking for temperatures to be down in the low 50s by the end of the game tonight, and those north winds 10 to 15. This time, handoff Hall. Good yardage right side, first down and more into Dalhart territory. Hall gets 10, make it 16 yards. It's right Hall this time to the right of Ventura in that backfield. From the gun. This time that little curl pass is going to be caught by Garcia, down to the 5. He'll score. Touchdown, Rangers. Quick 25 yards as they split wide to the left. Chance Garcia.
And that's really called the bubble screen there, as he does do a little curl back toward the quarterback and takes that ball and gets the screen blocking that's set up out ahead of him.
Well run. They ran it several times last week successfully to Watson. This time it's to Garcia, and he scores from 25 yards. Here comes the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick. Looks like it was a little right, but it was just inside the upright. Good. And here at Ranger Field, 7:07 to play first quarter. It is the Perryton Rangers 7 and the Dalhart Wolves nothing. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ. At center up front for this offense, Anthony Anzadua, 5'11 and 190. And a fumble on the third down play, and the Rangers say they have it. And they do.
Harris just dropped it on the ground, and it looked like quickly on the ball for the Rangers. I'm trying to make sure I get that number correctly. Is that 56 out there?
I believe that's going to be Skylar Walker, 55. Okay. They're sure slapping his helmet a little more than normal, maybe coming off.
Well, good.
Defensive lineman, 6'3 and 260. Packing some girth of his own.
The Wolves like to run a corner blitz sometime or outside linebacker blitz. They bring the safety over and do a man-to-man. Here he comes right now. Trying to blitz, stepped off sides, free play.
Rangers are going to have a free one. They'll throw it up deep for Garcia, and it's going to be caught for a first down.
Wow, what a play.
Midfield. Was he inbounds? Yes, he was. And wow. Rangers needed 22 yards, got 32, plus a couple of more, going to have 34 yards on the reception.
From 18.
From Ventura all the way down to the 48-yard line.
34 yards.
And it'll be a big first down on the free play catch there from Ventura to Garcia. And the Rangers into Dalhart territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48. Hard barked signal again, trying to get them to take the bait one more time. This time they don't. And Ventura will stand up then, as they do so often in this spread. Look to the sideline. Readjust the call, look at the armbands, and here we go. 3 receivers right. He'll go deep down that side. Wide open, caught to the 22. Watson, 10, 5, touchdown Rangers. Wide open was Reagan Watson, and the Rangers strike again, this time from 48 yards. Rangers had them outnumbered over there. That was a defensive breakdown. Rangers had trips receivers all the way to the right and didn't see exactly how that came about over there, but Reagan Watson was absolutely wide open when he made the catch at the 25. Nobody close. Now the extra point, the snap, the hold, Torres, the kick, plenty of leg in that one. It is good. And with 2:27 to play here first quarter, it is the Perryton Rangers 14 and the Dalhart Wolves nothing. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ. Perryton Rangers score again, and boy, with two big pass plays on that drive, Ken, made it look pretty easy. One left and one right.
Yeah, on that freebie, that third and very long for the Rangers. The Dalhart Wolves jumped off sides on the hard count, and a great catch by Chance Garcia right in front of the Ranger bench over here on the east sideline heading north. And a few seconds later, a 48-yarder to Reagan Watson. And takes it in, the leading receiver in the area, and 3A4A adds to that with that 48-yard touchdown.
Torres with a high, lofty kick that will be in and through the hands of the man at the 30-yard line, and the Wolves are going to turn it over again. The Rangers get on it as that one went right through the hands, that high, lofty kick of
Perez, I believe.
Number 84 instead of number 4. That was Fredis Quintanilla, and right through his arms, off his breadbasket, and right back toward the Rangers coming. Rangers recover, and just like that, take over again, this time at the Dalhart 41-yard line.
25
that was
seconds
Keith
of
with the recovery.
quarter number 1.
From the gun, here comes Ventura, looking to throw. Nice protection over the middle, open, caught, touchdown Rangers. This one caught by Garcia. Rangers making it look easy here in the first quarter. This time on the slant pattern over the middle, right in the middle of the end zone. It's Chance Garcia. And the Rangers have scored for the third time here in this first period.
He's got a flag down there at the 1.
But it'll be a 15-yard penalty marked off on that kickoff. As Torres gets ready for his third extra point attempt of the quarter. Reagan Watson the hold at the 10. The snap, a little high, he gets it down. Good, kick up, and it is good. And with 15 seconds to play here in the first quarter, it is the Perryton Rangers 21 and the Dalhart Wolves nothing. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Ken Folk, if that's the case.
Toss coming left. This time another carrier into that backfield, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown from 12 yards out. In the ball game to carry the football for the first time tonight, that's Dominique Martinez. This 5'8", 140-pound junior on the quick pitch left, and the Dalhart Wolves are on the board. And now the extra point coming. As the kicker for the Dalhart Wolves wears number 5, and we don't even have him.
Nope.
The snap, the hold, the kick, it is good, and the Wolves have scored with 8:46 to go first half. It is the Perryton Rangers 21 and the Dalhart Wolves 7. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ. Rangers with twin receivers left. They have Ottinger in the slot to the left, and Vela split wide to the right. Escarcega to the left of Ventura. Ventura takes the snap from the gun. Little slant pattern there. Caught by Houston Vela for a first down. Needed 5 and got 12. Out to the 47-yard line. Rangers move the chains again. Rangers, of course, in their home red uniforms tonight. Red everywhere. Little bubble screen there. Goes nowhere, and that is in and out of the hands. I don't know. They're going to call that a fumble?
I guess so.
Boy, I didn't think Chance Garcia had nearly enough time to have possession on that one, and I think the Ranger coaches are saying, what? But they did drop the beanbag, suggesting that maybe he did, but I think maybe somebody's going to come in.
I don't think he had a very good view from the umpire position as well as the head linesman in the back, the referee behind the offensive set. We'll see if they overrule him.
They split Garcia wide to the left, and they say he did catch it and fumble it, and a big turnover for the Dalhart Wolves as they'll take over at the Ranger 41-yard line. They split him wide to the left, and on that little bubble screen, as Ken calls it, instead of heading downfield at the snap, he'll just curl back in towards the quarterback, a little curl in, and normally make the catch at about the line of scrimmage or 2 or 3 5 yards downfield. They said he had it enough for possession and coughed it up. And on 1st and 10, the Rangers are ready for Harris, and they stop him for a 1-yard loss. Getting up off the bottom of that pile defensively for the Perryton Rangers, David Loma.
But Dalhart certainly has a chance to cut that 3 touchdown lead that the Rangers had at the end of the first quarter down to 1 here, and eat up the rest of the clock in doing so, as they do face a 2nd and 11 here from the Ranger 42-yard line.
This time back to pass, one of the few, the lefty, and that's going to be picked off by the Perryton Rangers at the 35-yard line. The lefty is not very effective in the air. And from the gun, Ventura back to pass, steps up in the pocket, over the middle, has a man caught by Ottinger down at the 30-yard line. 10, 20, and 29 yards on the pickup, all the way down to the Dalhart 27-yard line. Rangers 1st and 10 with 2:34 to go. Twin receivers. 2nd and 6 for the Rangers. Ventura barks the signals, takes the snap, rolling back, looking, down in the end zone. Watson caught, touchdown. Reagan Watson from 23 yards, and the Rangers score again. Well, that time Justin Ventura scrambled out of the pocket, had plenty of time, and took his time to let a quick, shifty Reagan Watson break free. And he came across the middle, cut back towards the back left southeast corner of the end zone, and had a good 2 steps on the defender, made the catch for another Ranger score. Now Watson the hold and the kick by Torres. It is perfect right down the middle. And with 1:40 to go in the first half, it is the Perryton Rangers 28 and the Dalhart Wolves 7. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ. So 4th and long for the Wolves, who desperately need to score, trailing the Rangers by 3 touchdowns. Lujan back to pass, who's just going to throw it up for grabs, and it's going to be incomplete at the goal line. The intended receiver, Connor Smith. And you talk about just kind of lobbing it up. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Ventura back to pass, has time, looking downfield for Watson, and that one is going to be intercepted by the Wolves at the 40-yard line. In there to pick that one off.
I think, Chris, you're going to have to really put a lot on the Ranger D here tonight in this second half, because Dalhart's going to be scrappy, but they also have to stay with their running game, and that eats up the clock when you're trying to overcome a 3-touchdown deficit.
Indeed, as we mentioned several times earlier, as they hand off to Perez, and he'll cough it up. Fight for the football, and the Rangers will have it. In there to scoop it up is going to be Watson, and then a late hit. They're going to tack on 15 yards.
Chance to recover, and I forget which lineman for the Rangers just blocked him off the ball.
Handoff, Hall straight ahead, inside the 5, down to the goal line, touchdown! Colby Hall from 22 yards, the power run on 3rd and short, and the Rangers are putting it away here tonight.
You talk about smelling the goal line from about 6 to 8 yards out. He just lowers the head, and I don't know who the 150-pound defensive back was, but it looked like a Mack truck coming his way. And Hall wasn't to be denied on that touchdown run.
Good, strong run by the junior running back and linebacker for the Perryton Rangers. And Hall tacks on another for the red and white. Torres now for the extra point. Watson the hold, the snap, the kick. It is up, it is good. And with 4:38 to go, 3rd quarter, it's all Rangers here tonight as the Rangers lead the Dalhart Wolves now 35-7. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ. If you joined us late, final couple of plays prior to halftime, a scuffle on the field. 3 players for Dalhart ejected, 2 for the Rangers in Walker and Loma. Here in the 3rd quarter, though, Rangers have tacked on another, and on 1st down, pass over the middle is going to be good for 12 yards from Ventura. Receiver comes wide to the left, and for the first time tonight, I think they split one wide right as well.
Yeah, that's a pro.
Lujan back to pass, looking down, and has his man. It's going to be Connor Smith, who went up over the top of just flat out a shorter receiver, a defender over there in Houston Vela. And Smith at 6'2", and Houston Vela for the Perryton Rangers back there at cornerback, 5'5", and just simply threw that one up for grabs, did Lujan, the sophomore quarterback, and it was Harris that came down, or Smith rather, that came down with the jump ball, 1st down at the Ranger 44-yard line. 2nd and 5. right at the 40-yard line, and losing the snap is Lujan, and it's picked up by Hall. The Rangers get another takeaway as the sophomore Lujan couldn't hang on, didn't get the snap, and coughed it up, and Hall picks it up on the bounce and returns it right to the 50-yard line. The Rangers take over after another Wolf turnover.
Jesse Lujan didn't take snaps with the first bunch all week, but he's been put in there because I think Schofield was one of the three that lost playing privileges late first half.
Rangers spread it out and hand to Hall. Big yardage down to the 40, 35, 25, 20. Down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Colby Hall gets 10, 20, 35 yards. No, yeah, right at 35 yards. Down to the 14-yard line. Colby Hall, the big, strong junior running back, linebacker for the Rangers, moving the chains again.
108 yards on the night for Colby Hall. That big carry spiked his rushing average up well over 10 yards carry.
Down in Wheeler tonight, Hunter Lyle, quarterback for the Booker Kiowas, has just broken the state career passing record on a 92-yard touchdown pass to you-know-who, his cousin Jared Reagan. Rangers here on first down. Little screen pass is caught into the ball game by Dakota Anaya. His first catch on the season, and it's a good gainer down to the clock and won't even snap it again. That'll do it here at Ranger Field as the Perryton Rangers had to and did. They get them a big victory tonight to march on in the playoffs. The Perryton Rangers 49 and the Dalhart Wolves 7. We'll come back and wrap the numbers and wrap it up here from Ranger Field after this 3-minute timeout. You're listening to Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.